Welcome to Great Day at 9 on your Tuesday. I'm Nicole and Roger.
Just look at that music. I like it. And
Right,
Roger's in for Scott. I don't know if he dances like this all the time, but he's off on vacation this week, and I'm here hanging out. Nicole, you're going to have to watch, make sure I stay in line.
Yeah, you better stay in line. I'll make sure. No. So over the weekend, you texted me.
Yes.
You and the kids went to a baseball game.
We did. It was so much fun. It was the New Britain Bees game in New Britain against the Norwich Sea Unicorns. And the reason it's so important, there's a shot right there.
Aw, look at your
with
kiddo.
baby Raj and Genevieve. And so my daughter was rooting for the Sea Unicorns because she's into unicorns. My son was rooting for the Bees because most people in the crowd were. And what's important is tonight they play again, this time in Norwich, in a big playoff game.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Now, who were you rooting for? Were you rooting for the snacks that you brought to make sure they were in line?
I was just trying to make sure that, yes, they weren't going too crazy. I was rooting for the both offenses. I wanted to see runs, and I didn't get that. That was the one thing. It was a 1-0 game. Pitcher's duel.
There you go. But good luck to them tonight.
Yes, to both teams.
Exciting, yeah, both teams, absolutely. And then I was off yesterday, but we took a little family day trip to the Mystic Aquarium. So much fun. That was our first time ever going. My husband had gone, he said, when he was a kid. I had never been there. My son, my daughter, they've never been there before. But what a great place. And you know, it was pouring cats and dogs on and off yesterday, but it was still such a fun time.
Well, and that's the thing. You have so many great indoor activities at the aquarium. That was the sea lion show, right?
Yes, the sea lion show.
Incredible.
And then the beluga whales were there, and just all the exhibits, and the people that work there are just so kind too.
Now, obviously, I know George loves the aquarium. Was Emmy into it as well?
She loved it. Absolutely loved it. And the show, like, she was captivated too. It was really cool. So some ideas to do with your kids if you're wondering what to do on a summer night.
That's right. But the big question now is, should we make our activities indoors or outdoors? Lauren joins us now with the forecast. Rain on and off, right, Lauren?
Yeah, Nicole and Roger. Unfortunately, I mean, not the best day to be outside for some spots of our state. In fact, we're tracking some downpours along eastern parts of our state. And then I'm watching this storm really closely. This is in the southeast corner. This is producing several lightning strikes right now heading into Rhode Island. So that's right on the edge of New London County. All right, for the rest of the day, it really depends where you are. So eastern areas expected to see a lot of rain. Western areas looks like you'll stay mostly dry but cloudy. It's a very muggy feel out there. Still some oppressive dew points in the air. Here's a look at our early warning weather futurecast. So as we get further through this morning, most of the bulk of that precipitation should push away, but this afternoon we could see a couple isolated storms in the picture. Some of these still could be strong to severe, so we're going to keep a very close eye on our early warning pinpoint Doppler. And then into tomorrow, that's when things are going to clear out. Tomorrow is actually going to be a really nice day with lower humidity and a good amount of sunshine. We're going to be talking a little bit more about that. That's going to be coming up. Roger and Nicole?
All right, thanks, Lauren. Hey, make sure you keep your eye to the skies and keep that Channel 3 weather app handy. In fact, I was just getting a notification a little while ago. I had heavy rain for a second in my neck of the woods.
See that? She doesn't just promote it. She actually uses it. There
Maybe it was like 40 minutes ago, Lauren, just so you know. I see Lauren looking at the maps.
Okay,
okay. It was a little while ago. Time flies when you're having fun, right? All right, well, the wet weather may also mean more mosquitoes. 9 communities in our state have actually found bugs that tested positive for West Nile virus.
And thankfully, at least, no people have tested positive so far this year. But listen, we know mosquitoes, they just love this wet weather. In fact, the nasty little blood-sucking freaks thrive in it. Was that a little harsh? Sorry, mosquitoes. Something you may have noticed lately.
Did you write that, Roger?
Yes, I did. You might have noticed those nasty little freaks if you're out and about getting bit. But Connecticut's health department takes samples every 10 days to see if more of those bugs, or as those nasty little freaks, are infected.
Yes, and we're going to look into what bit Roger today to write such a thing. But in all seriousness, the East Shore Health Department in Brantford is reminding all of us just to stay safe with a few simple tips. They're simple, folks. Minimize your time outside at night or early in the mornings. Make sure you use mosquito repellent. Sprays with DEET or picaridin are best. And make sure that there is no standing water on your property. So if you have kiddos, that means those small swimming pools or the water tables, just dump them out, turn them over, and then fill them the next day.
And look, maybe I'm a little hard on mosquitoes, but they are, let's be honest, they're
there's no reason why we need mosquitoes in the world.
Absolute worst.
There are other bugs in the food chain. Yes, but not as much as my husband. They love him more than me.
Yeah, and I
get
get bit
that
all the time. That's why
It's your
such
blood
an axe to
type.
grind. Yeah. Is that it?
Yeah, they're attracted to certain blood types, so I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I get really nervous about Dee putting it on the kiddos.
I don't put it on my kids, but I bathe in it. I just say, hey, let's hit it.
Not on me, but it's the kiddos.
Right.
With the chemicals, it's so hard. But, you know, I mean, all those tips, just making sure that you're indoors or make sure your kids are covered up,
But
too.
it has been hard with all the rain. It's so hard to keep standing water off of your property at some point.
It is tough. So we have all those tips, by the way, on the Channel 3 app. And more students are going to be able to get free lunch when school starts again in our state. This is great.
This is absolutely awesome. All kids, by the way, will also be able to grab breakfast for free, too. Connecticut is using $16 million from American Rescue Plan funds to expand the school meal program. So this is how it's going to work. All students, again, can get free breakfast, and then any kids who qualify for reduced cost lunches will now just get lunch for free. More than 13,000 kids won't have to worry about paying for meals at school at all. And this is going to make a huge difference, Nicole, because nutritionists say 1 in 8 children in Connecticut come from families where there is some food insecurity. So again, this is such an important thing, and I feel like so many people in our state, you're not going to talk to anybody that's not for something that's going to help feed Connecticut kids.
Right. And it's just so wonderful that that program is going to be made available again, because obviously we have food insecurity in this state.
Absolutely.
We need it. So.
And during COVID, there was some federal money that handled some of that, and now the state is kicking in more money, which is certainly going to make a big difference, especially you think about so many families where they have multiple kids that could be part of this program.
They could save hundreds of dollars over the school year because of this. So we're all for it, right?
Absolutely. And of course, Channel 3, we're your back-to-school authority, and in just a few weeks, students in New Britain will be returning to the classroom.
Yeah, some families are pretty excited about the upcoming year because the kids get to attend a newly renovated school. Talk about a fresh start. Channel 3's Aya Galil shows us the new Chamberlain Elementary.
August 28th is the first day of school for the Consolidated School District of New Britain.
They're very excited, to tell the truth, to be back in school.
And that's because students who attend Chamberlain Elementary School will be walking into a newly renovated building. The old school was in need of repairs, and so 2 years ago, everything was knocked down at the Newington Avenue School.
And we started from scratch, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful thing to see this building go up.
The newly renovated school is larger, features more classrooms, has upgraded safety measures, and 2 separate playgrounds.
So we know that the school belongs to the community, and so we heard our parents, and we also heard our teachers in terms of what was the best way to lay out our school to make sure that our families have access to all our facilities here in the school.
Manuel Zaldivar is about to begin his 4th year as principal of Chamberlain Elementary School. The building has a unique design, allowing families to have easy access to the school's health and family resource centers, something the principal says is so important to the community.
It is very important for us to make sure that parents feel welcome and that they feel that they're part of the team to help us improve student achievement here at Chamberlain.
The school is around 105,000 square feet and cost $47 million.
So to see the auditorium renovated so beautifully, and to now have dedicated music rooms, it's just a great thrill.
Paul Salina has been part of the team overseeing the project. He was also a student when the original building opened.
So it's been a great thrill for me to come back 70 years later and now have worked with the school district and the city to actually renovate this entire building.
Paul hopes the school's state-of-the-art features help lay the groundwork for students so they can enjoy success for generations to come.
So the experiences I've had as a student in New Britain, I think I just want to see the next generations, a couple of generations, have that same kind of experience and opportunities for them to develop their interest and their love of education.
In New Britain, Aya Galil, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
A new school, how about that? Can't beat it.
Beautiful looking.
And of course, teachers, they're getting ready to go back to the classroom as well. And our wish lists are back to make sure that students have what they need each day without teachers spending all of their hard-earned money supplying those classrooms.
Yeah, and Amy Sarah, who teaches 2nd grade at Anna Grace Academy in Bloomfield, shared her wish list with us, and here are some of the items that are on it: Sharpies, pens, and colorful tape.
That sounds like a fun classroom. Now, if you want to help, you can find Amy's full list along with dozens of other teacher list. It's right on our website, WFSB.com, and the Channel 3 app. Now, we were saying she had a great list. What were some of the supplies that you liked most when you would return to school year? Are there anything that you were like looking forward?
I loved the folders.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
You know, like in organizing your binder and your notepads.
I
the
like
new
it,
notepads.
yeah.
Oh, remember the 5-star notepads?
Oh, big time, yes.
Those were, you know, we always reached for the cheaper ones, but man, there were some years my mom's like, okay, you can have the 3-subject 5-star one. I was like,
I'm
that's
the coolest
amazing.
kid.
Yeah, what about you?
I was a Play-Doh man. Finally, 17 or 18 years old, I stopped
Play-Doh?
eating it. Yeah, Play-Doh, you know, like.
To bring to school?
Yeah, I just.
Really?
Oh, I love
Was that
Play-Doh.
your snack?
That was my thing. People would be
Kids
like,
don't eat
Roger,
that at
you're
home.
16, you drove to school. Stop playing with Play-Doh. I said, no. I'm going to keep playing with it.
Did you also pick the dry glue off the top of the glue stick?
Yes, I was even the guy. I would put glue on my hands. I liked the way it felt, and it would dry on my fingers. Yeah, I was a wild man. What can I say? It's amazing that I can get dressed every morning now.
Evidently. Now I know what to get you for Christmas.
That's right. All right. There are also some big changes, by the way, coming to the biggest sporting event in our state, of course, the Travelers Championship.
Yeah, this is really, really exciting. So this has been designated now, the Travelers Championship, as a signature event on next year's PGA Tour. So what does that mean? Well, it means that the field will be smaller and there will be no cuts. So all of the golfers will play all weekend. And it'll be great for fans to want to see some great competition at the TPC River Highlands. And the winner will get $20 million, which is the same as this year. Now, I mean, I don't know anyone who has not been to the tournament who works at Channel 3, but there's still some people I had met this year that went out for the first time.
It is so much fun. If you haven't been, you need to go. And this is great with this new setup. So if you have a ticket on a Saturday or Sunday, you know you're going to see all the biggest names. You're not going to have to worry about them getting kicked out of the tournament after Friday. So.
And I mean, what a great thing that we have here in Connecticut. If you live in Connecticut, you know, instead of watching it on TV, why don't you come on down and watch it live?
I feel like you got to at least do it one time. It's a great time.
You got to experience it.
All right.